Hey, so you built this beautiful computer. You spent your money, you spent time fixing or finding the parts that you want to go in your computer. Now, what are you going to show it with? What are you going to game on? What monitors are you going to buy? I'm going to help with that, as well as you guys are going to help me. Before we begin, don't forget to like the video if you like the video, and subscribe to the channel. Also, link is down below to the merch store. Go get some merch. So, the first thing we're going to talk about here is just like there are hundreds of monitors out there, and they're all going to range from size to what kind of panels are on them, the color accuracy, the contrasts, viewing angles, the response times, the refresh rates, color accuracy, flat or even curved monitors. Or if you're Corsair, you just make a monitor that can do both. And then there are just monitors from every kind of budget. So how do you choose? Well, first you have to talk about what you're using your monitor for. So first things first, your monitor is going to do a lot of things depending on what it's for. If you're a content creator, you're generally just doing a lot of video editing, photo editing, things like that. So you want a monitor with a very high color accuracy. Not too much anything else. Getting that certified color accuracy though is big. And if you're a content creator, you're going to want HDR, and you're also going to want 4K, because higher resolutions means you can downscale it aspect. Also, getting a certified color accuracy compared to a normal color accuracy is a very different thing. So we will talk about that. If you're a high gamer, you're going to want a monitor that has a high refresh rate, a low response time. You're not going to care too much about color accuracy depending on the gamer. Some gamers actually really care about color accuracy. Some don't. Some also don't care about the resolution. 1080p is honestly now completely budget, so they'll just go with that. They don't need 4K gaming, and I understand that because I don't think anybody really needs 4K gaming right now. It is nice to be able to have that capability though. And flat or curved, I mean, if you're a content creator, you're going with a flat one because not many people have a curved monitor, so it's hard to really make content for that demographic when not many people have it. And it makes it a little easier with the contrast ratios. Now, curved monitors are better for getting more in-depth and into the game that you're playing. So gaming would be great for a curved monitor sometimes. I say sometimes because not everybody likes curved monitors, like I said before. Does anybody ever remember the curved TVs? I saw them, never bought one. I thought they looked silly. That was just me though. And your budget for this monitor honestly is going to affect every bit of how accurate the monitor is in color, how good it is on response rate, and how the refresh rate is, and how well they all get implemented in that monitor, because oh boy. So already you can kind of tell this is a long subject. I'll do my best to keep it really low in time and try to give you some good details, but bear with me, this is a big topic. So we'll start off with something very simple. There are three types of panels used in monitors. There's TN, VA, IPS. TN is going to have, honestly, the lowest response time in general. It's not going to have good color accuracy in general. Contrast is okay. And the viewing angles are honestly horrible, unless you're standing right in front of it. If it's side to side or up to down, it's not going to be a good time. Now, VA panels are a little better on that viewing angle, not too much. Well, no, it's a great deal better. I'm going to have, hopefully, things to help show you what I'm talking about as I'm going here. And I'm going to have them in front of me to help, because this is a lot of topics. And then there's IPS. IPS generally has a good response time, depending if that was a focus or not for that monitor. It's generally pretty close to the TN panels though. from 1 to 2 milliseconds. The color contrast, though, is the best you're going to get. In general, there are some new monitors now that aren't VA, TN, or IPS now, but we're not going to talk about those because they're still very new, and we're talking about stuff that's relevant to everybody, not just a few people. And the viewing angles are spectacular. You are going to be able to basically see it from almost any kind of way, left, right, down, up, for that monitor. This also means your VA panels are going to be the mid-grade when it comes to cost. Wow. TN panels are going to be the cheapest, and IPS are going to be the most expensive because they are a little more higher end. Now, up till recently, VA panels were really a lot used for color rendering and things like that. TN panels for gaming. IPS came by, and it's good at both of these things. So why wouldn't you use it? It's just expensive, though, because some of these monitors can go for like $2,000. And these are the monitors that are going to have either excessive gaming features or content creator features. So what are those? So we'll start with just the easy one here. We're going to talk about response times. Actually, not response times. We're going to talk about refresh rates. And honestly, with refresh rates comes response times. Let's talk a bit about that. So in general, most computers are going to have, well, not most computers, most monitors are going to be about 60 hertz. 60 hertz is pretty good for getting a good viewing for most movies and things like that. 144 hertz is what's considered the best for competitive gaming. Well, not the best, but is considered recommended for competitive gaming because that's where you start to get a little more edge and things like that, because your monitor is refreshing the scene in a faster rate. Now, the reason this is important is when it comes to response time. If there is a high response time, as in like you're gonna notice it if you watch it, but when you talk about it or you read about it, it seems minuscule. So response rate is considered in seconds, milliseconds to be exact, actually. So high response time means there is a bigger number of time till the monitor responds to the new scene. Low response time is it's responding a bit faster. For most gaming, you want around 1 to 2 milliseconds. You can probably get away with 3. I'd say anywhere above 4 is where you're going to start noticing like it looking not that good. I should have a picture here to kind of show that a little bit better, but it is important to some people that game to do this. Now, what most high-end gamers will do is, high-end gamers like professional gamers, these are guys that are going out and playing League of Legends and winning thousands of dollars. So what they're doing is they get a 1080p monitor that goes somewhere around 240 hertz of refresh time, and then a response rate of about 1 millisecond, and they lower the quality of the video to where they are okay with, and it's way below what their specs are for the computer, and it gets them so much performance. There's so much performance that they are getting out of that. It's ridiculous. But they do this, and they're really good at it. So, hey, all power to them. Color accuracy is another one, and this is where you start to get a bit over my head. So I should have a picture up right now. It's just showing the color gamut. So the bigger portion is going to be what the monitor is capable of in full, and then the separate colored triangles are what the monitor is capable of in those specific settings. sRGB is honestly the one that most is going to get you in a lot of gaming monitors, and honestly it's pretty accurate. The ones they're showing, to my knowledge, I believe are the 5 most common and highly accurate ones. I haven't dealt with this too much. I've seen a few. I can kind of understand it, but I have a hard time explaining it. There will be a separate video on this subject specifically. So do get subscribed to that. You will not want to miss it because there's going to be an unboxing to go with that. Now, you could also get a monitor that is certified color accurate with an HDR rating. What does that mean? So from the factory, they will intensely test the monitor at color accuracy and how it does in HDR. Now, we're just going to admit that not everybody needs HDR and not everybody needs a certified color accurate monitor. This is more meant for people that are content creating. So if I was like a thumbnail artist, I would say probably. Oh, thumbnail artists. Didn't know that was a thing until the other week. Oh, that makes a lot more sense for everything that I see now. And honestly, the color accuracy that they do for these tests are incredible. They have a specific item to test the color accuracy. It has programs to run, and it tests colors in each setting, and it gives you a report. Now, it's not hard to buy one of these items I'm talking about. In fact, that's what I'm going to buy. It's just a little pricey. It's generally around $100 for a decent one. So it takes a little bit of time. And also when you consider that most of these monitors that are on the market now range from anywhere from like $90 to $200 for a decent one, depending on, well, everything. Yeah, we can get into price range of, oh my God, really quick. Next is it's going to be if you want. Now, what should your budget be for these monitors? And honestly, I cannot give you an easy answer for that. I can tell you, however, how much I paid for my monitors. So this is the monitor I bought. This is the AOC 24G2, HDMI, DisplayPort, and a VGA port. VGA, honestly, if it's a VGA port and you're just on your monitor, you're going to get an idea that it's actually decently budget. But the features, however, comes with this kind of outweigh that. This is a 213 monitor. I think I got it for around that price too. Comes with FreeSync, which is an AMD thing. However, it is still G-Sync capable. Thanks to that, I am capable to use G-Sync, which is good because I have a NVIDIA card. It has an IPS monitor, 144 hertz, and a 1 millisecond response time. Honestly, the 1 millisecond response time, I haven't been able to test that myself. I think there was a little discrepancy, but that's because of some testing that these companies do, and we're going to talk about that. But honestly, it's a great monitor. It doesn't show you the bottom, but it only does have that HDMI, DisplayPort, and VGA. There is another version of this same monitor in the EU, which I think is actually under the same name. And that one comes with USB ports, which I actually would have preferred, but I didn't know that when I bought this. Now, the response rate, how they report that is a little interesting, because up till recently, there wasn't a standard for testing this. So every company made their own. Some companies had their monitors in higher temps rooms, which means the pixels were a little hotter, so they responded a little quicker. Some of these companies, they put the advertised millisecond response rate as their cream of the crop ones. As in, they tested 50 and found the one with the smallest. They found the one with the smallest response rate. I'm not saying all these companies did. I don't know which companies did and didn't. I'm just saying I heard about this a little bit ago. It turns out to be true because, you know, the world, which has now led to a new standard from VESA. VESA is the Video Electronic Standards Association. This is a huge association, and they're just now coming out with a testing way for this. I think they already had one for color accuracy, but don't quote me on that. I have a hard time with this. They do have standards for also mounting your monitors. That's been out for a while. Just things like that. Now, as this response rate stuff comes out more, I can talk to you guys more about this, but I don't have a lot of understanding on it. And From what I heard, there's a bit going on with it. So I would say I'd recommend watching a YouTuber that has more experience than me on monitors, because it's a large subject. Hardware Unboxed is going to be a huge one for most of you guys. He is going to have basically a review for every monitor on the market. God, I wish I was him. Well, I hope this video helped you guys to choose a little bit more about the monitors that you guys want. Actually, you know what? Let me show you the monitor I'm going to buy when I get around to it. The monitor I am planning to buy is the LG Ultra Gear. And this is one of my things. I don't like the monitor naming schemes. They need to make this a little bit easier. The LG 27GL83A-B 27 inch. I think this is actually a G-Sync premium one too. I'll have to look. But it is a 1440p monitor, which is my big thing because I wanted something a little more than 1080p. I like my 1080p monitors. However, I'm running a 3070 Ti. It's not really doing anything for it. So I might as well, like, you know, try to give it some kind of a workout. If that price is right, then... Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like down below if you liked the video. Subscribe to the channel. Also, link is down below to the merch store, so go get some great merch. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, how about you go check out... Ooh, I don't know what to send you guys to. Go check out my video on how long you should wait until you need to upgrade. It is a great video to know on if you really need to upgrade or if you just want to upgrade. And if that upgrade even makes sense. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and have a good day.